So, welcome everyone to the second chance finals of the ESOC Spring Tournament 2017. My name is QueenOfdestiny and my co-caster is Dror.
Hello, everybody.
And we have Butifle versus Tom in a best of 7.
Yes, the second chance finals, as you so elegantly pointed out. I am super excited about this. I don't know why. I'm just... Oh, the hype is real, guys. The hype is real.
Yes, I hope you're all really excited to watch it and that you will enjoy our cast. So, let's see what civs will the players pick in the first matchup.
Yes. So it looks like we're going to do our first civ pick here. The first map will be Herald Island, and we're going to see what Butifle and Tom will decide to go with. They are picking their civs now, and then of course, as most of you probably know, afterwards it'll be we'll start going into the counter civ picks.
Yes. I'm sorry, I had some background music still running because I jumped on this casting really fast today, and I still had running my music, but I stopped now.
Oh no! Oh no! We're gonna get copyrighted. The whole site's gonna get shut down, guys. This is the last cast.
I think it's fine now.
Yeah, you're fine. But it looks like we just have a little bit of a civ dance here. Tom decided to go Ottoman, and then Butifle went France, and now Tom. It looks like he's locked in as Spain. Very interesting.
Yeah. And it seems that he's agreeing in this matchup, French versus Spain.
Yeah, I think Butifle is okay with that matchup. You know, France versus Spain, always an entertaining matchup. Who do you think holds the advantage there?
Well, Bosses, I guess they will go for Fast Fortress, so I'm not sure about this, but on Herald Island, hard to say, I think. I think maybe French is a bit ahead.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to what Butifle decides to do. I mean, definitely as the French player, he has a lot more versatility, I would say, than the Spanish player. I mean, Spain obviously known for their fortress play, but France, you know, can play fortress, and they can also play colonial pressure. They can do all sorts of things when compared to Spain. But yeah, I think the ball is in the French player's court right now to see what he does and how he responds to what Tom will do with Spain.
Yeah, I think also, and you really can't go ATP on the 3TP map, and also like it's most likely that every player have 1 TP kind of in base, so
yeah, that's definitely going to hinder his ability to because I mean, obviously one of Spain's strengths is that ability to get that advanced trading post card and get down those trading posts, get that insane trading post economy. But if they're not able to do that, Spain is significantly weaker as compared to, you know, the French player.
Yeah.
But again, it really all comes down to the skills of the players, and we're going to see who is going to take game one. Hopefully, it is going to be Spanish versus French, or else we've... Yes, it is. I was worried that we were talking about all these civ advantages and disadvantages, and then it's like, oh, it's India versus Aztec, you know. But,
yeah, so this is game 1 of the ESOC Spring Second Chance Tournament 2017.
Yes. And looks like we're having a little bit of delay here as the game gets started, but in the south of the map, playing as the color purple, as the civilization Spanish, we do have Tom. And in the north of the map, playing as the color blue, and as the French, we do have Butifle. It looks like a 100 wood start for both civs, so it's going to be interesting to see what the French player decides to do and what the Spanish player decides to do with that. With only 100 wood, definitely 200 wood, the more preferred start. But as this game gets going, Queen, what do you think is going to be important for both players here in the early stages of the game?
I think both players have some small treasures in their base. They could definitely go for a market.
Yeah, these these little muskrat treasures are definitely helpful towards getting that hunting dog's upgrade. I mean, Butifle does have the 50 coin treasure that he is gathering up now. That's going to mean he isn't going to have to gather any coin. Getting that market up now.
Yeah, and it's a bit sad that he didn't scout next to his base, next to the trading line. He has a 40 wood treasure. This would help a lot.
Ooh, yes, definitely. It looks like the Spanish player did pick up that native scout, which is kind of gonna, give him not necessarily an advantage, but it's gonna make him equal in the scouting potential, since the French player does already get that native scout. So, very nice job finding it, and he also has the war dog, so he does have the advantage when it comes to scouting.
Yeah, this is pretty nice for him that he have this, that he can see what he's going to do as French. And
ooh, we do have a treasure contention here. The 40 XP. The Spanish player is going to pick that up relatively easily. I'm sorry. What were you saying? I kind of interrupted you there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to say that it's pretty nice for boss. That, of course, with French he has always a native scout, but it's really good for Spain. He can just put him in stealth mode and see what is Butifle going to do. And now we see that Butifle is picking up the 40 wood treasure. I really like it.
Yeah, and I'm guessing he already has gotten his. Yep, Butifle did get his hunting dogs. It looks like the Spanish player just decided to go with the house, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
There are some pretty nice treasures on this map, though. I mean, if we look here, we do have 80 food, and there is the Native American warrior here, and then a couple of smaller treasures, but.
And we didn't see a lot of players don't do because they're a bit nervous or don't think about that. Look, Tom, he was going here and to scout this little part because you have always some resources there. But on this part of the map, you can't build anything because it's ice.
That's very good that you pointed that out. Because I mean, if this game goes on for an extended period of time, the food up here and there's 2 coin mines up here, so this could be a hotly contested area if this goes into the late game.
And we see some H1 fight, but look, Tom decided to go back, but he lost a lot of HP.
Yeah, Butifle down to 112 hit points on that French explorer. Very nice job by Look Tom, able to get some good damage on him. Both are on their way up to the colonial age. Look Tom is a bit ahead of the French player, but both are going to reach the second age at a relatively good time.
Yeah. Yeah, we see that Look Tom has much faster history with shipments, so of course, and he's faster able to age.
Yep, and that's going to be a very important thing, especially if he wants to get that fast fortress time. It's always good to be ahead of your opponent in that way. Both players have their villagers chopping a lot of wood.
Yeah,
looks like Butifle is going to get his coin upgrade.
Yeah, and also both players took a TP, what is kind of normal for Spain and also for French. It's what you should usually do to take TPs.
Most definitely. We haven't seen anything too crazy come out of either players. It looks like it's just going to be pretty standard age 1. It's going to be age 2 where we see what the French player is going to decide to do and what the Spanish player is going to decide to do. Looks like the outpost is coming out with the 200 coins, so
yeah,
pretty standard for him.
And I think Butifle age up with a 400 wood, like usually what's French doing.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet that the French player will age up with the quartermaster, get that 400 wood. It's just such a good age up shipment in comparison to the other ones that you get. But yeah, gathering up that 400 wood now. I'm interested to see where the Spanish player places this outpost. It's going pretty far forward.
Yeah, I think he will take some map control with this, but Butifle already scouted it. I don't think he will lose it, but Butifle should bring his native scout, but his native scout is getting attacked from Look Tom's explorer. Yeah,
he might lose this native scout here, which is going to be a pretty big disadvantage for him, seeing that he's going to lose that scouting potential, but he is sieging this outpost, going to get a lot of damage on it before it gets up. It looks like a barracks has come down in the French player's base, while no military structure coming down for the Spanish player. The 700 gold being gathered up.
I think he's
so it looks like
going for a really fast fortress, and yeah, Butifle lost his native scout. It's a bit sad, and we see that, look, Tom, you have here the native scout, and I'm pretty sure that he sees that there's a barracks, and that he also sees that there's coming 5 mosque out.
Yeah, and it's going to be very important to see, you know, is Butifle going to be able to do significant damage with these 5 musks? Because as you said, oh, look at this. A barracks is coming down from the Spanish player right next to his outpost. But it looks like he's already on his way up to the 3rd age. So this was a very naked FF.
Really fast and really naked.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, it looks like he's going to get that up before the 7-minute mark. So it's going to be very, very quick. Going to be able to get out those shipments very soon. And if the French player's not really able to do any damage before that hits, you know, I don't know what the French player is going to be able to do. He's going to be down significantly when it comes to, you know, age 3 techs versus age 2 techs.
I don't like so much that he's just with his 10 musks staying in base. He should do something and go and pressure a bit.
Yeah, it's I agree. You know, if he had walked down the map, he might have been able to see this barracks, might have been able to siege it down and prevent it from going up. At the same time, if we recalculate the economic population, it is 27 to 18 in favor of Butifle.
Yeah.
But that's kind of to be expected when the Spanish player does the naked FF. You kind of sacrifice your economy for the sake of getting those age 3 techs up very quickly.
Yeah, and I think he's going to try to siege down the outpost that he can't ship any units inside of it. And we see also that Butifle, he's stacking a lot of resources now, and he's just in case now he's aging up.
And I like this play from Butifle, because look how much that outpost was already so low just because the Explorer was able to siege it that whole time while it was building. And because of that, you know, he's not going to be able to send those shipments forward, and out come the pikemen. But what are they going to do against these musketeers? Yeah,
this is true. And also, look, Tom already lost 1 dog, and he trained some. But what will he do with pikes to his musketeers?
Yeah, I mean, those dogs, 75 food each. I mean, they're kind of a hefty investment for what you get in return. But I mean, they can help you in a fight, but by themselves with pikemen, they're not really effective against ranged infantry.
Well, we see that, look, Tom, you have 5 skirms in queue, and if they pop right now, then, oh yeah, there we go, but sadly they pop on this side. They should have popped on the other side a bit, but this is fine, I think.
Yep, and he's going to be able to kite with those, and looks like the 2 falconets have arrived, so he's going to be able to hold this push, but
he's losing the barracks.
We do have to remember that he's lost these 8 pikes, and he has no anti-cav out on the field, so if cavalry do come out from the French player, there's really going to be nothing that the Spanish player can do to defend against that.
Well, but if they don't have a stable up now, and I would like that he make a stable now.
Yeah, I would like to see. I would definitely like to see him get a deeper composition out rather than just these musketeers. 5 lancers do come out for the Spanish player, so. Adding a little bit of cav to his army, but still not. Lancers aren't really good against cavalry. I mean, they're good against infantry, but still, if I would really like to see the French player, you know, get down a stable like you said, and maybe get out some hussar or some cuirassiers and try to do some damage to the Spanish player before the big shipments come out.
We have 3 cuirassier shipment, but it will not do so much.
Ooh, look at this right here.
Yeah.
We might have a villager raid, although the cuirassiers are going to spot it. Is going to lose probably 1 vill. Yeah, but I mean, these lancers are just not very good against cavalry, and they're going to go down relatively quickly. And once again, look at how exposed this army is. I mean, it's just 5 skirms and 2 falcons.
Yeah, it's not much, and now without lancers, he's not able to kill so good to block something that he can just go and kill the 2 falcons.
Yep. Although there are 4 more lancers coming up the map, but still, there's just not a lot of anti-cav, and the stable is coming down for the French player finally.
Yeah. And we have also Rex now in base, and also stable coming up for Luke Tom in base. And he's going to siege the TP down, but I think that Butifle have just a better composition of army. And oh wow, we have 5 rods now. It looks a
yeah,
bit
we do
different.
have 5 rods, but we'd also have some skirmishers mixed up for the French player's army. And he does have the stable down. Let's see what he has in queue. He does have some cuirassiers in queue, so if he can get a little bit more cav to support these skirms and these musketeers, he really could wreck this Spanish army. And we do have to remember that the Spanish player gave up a lot of economy to get to that fortress age very quickly. He's down 10 vills.
Yeah.
Once we recalculate for the French villagers. And he really hasn't been able to do a lot of damage with this early age up time.
Yes, this is true.
But looks like we have more skirms coming out for the Spanish player. Not a bad shipment. Ooh, and out come the 9 rods as a shipment. So getting a lot of anti-cav here. So this looking a little bit better for the Spanish player, but these rods still have to come up the map.
Oh, and we have also 2 Falks now from Butifle.
Looks like we're going to have a Falk war. Can he snipe one of the Falks? Nope. So both players are able to get their Falks out of the way before any shots are able to happen. In come the cuirassiers, and there's just not quite enough rods. The 9 rods haven't arrived yet, and the skirmishers are going to do some good damage. And out come the Minutemen as well for the French player. He's going to send them to the back, try to get those Falks. The French player does lose 1 Falk, but the Spanish player does as well. And this looks like it's heavily favored for the French player.
Yes, definitely. And now also the second Falk from the Spanish player is going down, and Butifle still have 1 Falk left. So
yeah, and I mean, there's no rods left, no pikemen left, and these skirmishers are just going to get cleaned up. And 1 falconet left for the French player. Very nice job by Butifle. He took that fight very well, sending in the cuirassiers to take care of the falconets and using his Minutemen as well. And there's the GG. Game 1 goes to Butifle.
yes.
What'd you think of that game, Queen?
I think it was pretty good played by Butifle, and Luke Tom just doesn't micro, and the rods was nice, but they came just too late. He should have waited for them.
Yeah. I mean, it was by the time they had gotten there, the Falks were already being attacked by the cuirassiers, and the skirmishers were just able to clean them up so quickly. And I think it just came down to Luke Tom made that big sacrifice to get up to the fortress age quickly, and he wasn't able to really capitalize on it. And by the time the French player had got up to fortress age as well, he just had such a better economy.
Yeah.
I mean, he had I forgot to mention this earlier, but he had, he had his hunting dogs, he had his wood upgrade, he had steel traps, all at a very early point. And
yeah, and also we see
really
that Butifle, she just chipped 8 skirms, and then he had betamas. That's all.
Yeah, it's definitely came down to the superior composition of the French player. But that is game 1. Game 1 does go to Butifle in this best of 7.
Yes.
But well played by both players.
Yes, it was really nice.
Let's see, going into game 2. So I believe now Butifle will pick his civ first, and Luke Tom will get the counter pick. That's how it usually goes.
Yes. Do you know what is the next map? I'm really not into it. I need to.
The next map is, I never know how to say this. Adirondacks? Oh, I wish I knew how to pronounce it. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the second map of this series. But let's just start picking our civs here.
What do you expect on Adirondacks? I think it's a pretty standard map, and you can play a lot of civs on this map.
Yeah, it's you're very right. It's a versatile map. You can really pick a lot of civs. I mean, but I don't know. I think it's going to be important for Butifle to not pick a civ that can be very hard countered, like Japan. And I'd like to see what he picks here first, whether he decides to go for something a little more versatile, like a civ like British, who can handle a lot of different matchups.
Yeah, I would really like to see him playing Brits or maybe also Russia, something like this.
Yeah, I think both of those civs would be good on this map. But yeah, waiting for Butifle to make his first civ pick here. Oh, nice call, Queen. Russia is coming out from Butifle.
Yes, I was thinking that he's going for it.
Wow. Awesome. I mean, that was a great prediction you had. Oh, but it's going to be interesting to see what Luktom does decide to do. Butifle has locked in as Russia.
I would like to see some Aztec.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think Luktom will do to counter that?
I was going to say Aztec or maybe French.
Mm. Yeah, French would certainly be good. Aztec as well. I think if we saw Russia versus Aztec, we'd see a very aggressive game from both sides. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see if Luktom knows what civ he wants to pick with. Just so we can keep things moving.
There we go. We have French.
Goodness, you are just on point today, Queen.
No. I just know a lot of matchups and I know which counter civs, and that's all.
Wow. Well, your predictions have come to fruition because it is going to be Russia versus French for this game too.
And what do you think will Russia do versus French?
Oh, this is always a matchup I think is tough for Russia.
Yeah. Simply
because France is a civ that can handle the pressure relatively well. Yeah, it's going to be up to if Russia decides to keep France in colonial, and if they can keep France in colonial, which I think they could do, and just try to get those good trades with those insanely cheap units. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what the French player does in response, whether he tries to go fortress or whether he decides to play in colonial as well. But it'll definitely be interesting to see.
Luktom is missing a hunt.
Is he missing a hunt?
Yeah, here.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, we might have to restart it then. We certainly don't want anybody to have an unfair advantage when it comes to hunts.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's no big problem. We'll simply try it again. Make sure everybody has the same opportunity.
Yeah, and I think it's really important, even in the finals. I mean, that you need to check, and if everyone is fine with hunts and mines, and sometimes it don't spawn like how it should be.
Yeah, and especially in the finals where you're seeing the best players in their brackets play, you certainly want it to be as fair as possible.
Yeah, need to be really fair.
Mm-hmm. All right, we will try that one more time. Again, France versus Russia, game 2 of this finals. The score is 1-0 to Butifle in this best of 7.
Exactly, and it's a second chance tournament from the ESOC 2017 of the spring tournament.
Very well said.
So, and now... oh god. Well, this hunt is a bit far here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a bit far. I don't know if it's unhurtable.
No, it's not. It's not. It's one screen away, so it's not. But
yeah, I think they're much more even than they were. I think this'll suffice.
So we should go on with this.
Yes. Would you like to do the introductions for this game, Queen?
Okay, and we have on the left side of the map Butifle in the color blue. He's playing Russia versus Luktom. He's on the right side of the map in the color purple, and he's playing French. And this map is Adirondacks.
Absolutely. Did have the 100 wood start yet again. This time we did have an extra food crate. Looks like the French player is going to go down with the market. pretty standard. Gonna get his hunting dogs nice and early.
Yeah.
Russia will probably just put down the house.
Because look, he's taking a 90 coin treasure, and this helps him a lot with the early market.
Oh, that coin treasure is so good, especially since it's only guarded by 2 wolves. You can kite that and take minimal damage.
And he can trade now coin to wood because he has a 30 coin treasure, 40 coin treasure, and now a 90 coin treasure. This is such a good start for him.
Yeah, we haven't even reached the 1 minute point of the game, and he's already over halfway done with his hunting dogs upgrade. That's certainly very good. The Russia player is going to get this Iroquois Tomahawk, which is going to provide some much needed scouting for him. Going to take some damage from those wolves, though. But still a nice treasure pickup for him.
Yeah, exactly. And we see already that, look, Tom, he have hunting dogs. This is so good for him.
Yeah, he's going to have that insane early economy. And with that coin, it just makes it so easy, you know, being able to pick up that much coin and in the first minute of the game. It's insane.
Yes.
But it looks like the Russian player is going to chase this French scout, and because he does have this tomahawk, that's going to make looks like he's going to give up the chase. But that Iroquois Tomahawk could prove to be a bit bothersome for the French player.
And he's picking another one, so he have already then a small army in age 1.
Wow, he is gonna. That's like having 2 musketeers in age 1.
Yeah,
that's very good. Yeah, so if he scouts correctly, he's going to be able to do some really annoying stuff at the early part of the game. But like you said, France getting that really nice economy at the beginning of the game, getting that hunting dogs very early, and look at this, is going to pick up the 80 food as well.
Yeah,
he's going to have such a fast age up time. This is very, very good for the French player.
Yeah, he can age up with 13 villages, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like both players are gonna age up at roughly the same time. Look, Tom a little bit ahead. No, it looks like Butifle is actually ahead. He got his age up in first. Yeah, ooh, France gonna lose that scout. Ooh, that's not good.
But also, Russia lost his explorer. It's also not so good.
Yeah. Oh, did I say France? I meant to say Russia. Russia lost his explorer. The French explorer is going to go and steal 50 coin out of the Russian player's base.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, getting that 50 coin is going to help. Once again, getting those market upgrades in transition.
And we see here 2 villagers from the Russian player for a blockhouse.
That is so far forward. So looks like something aggressive going to be coming out from the Russian player, already putting down his war hut.
But he will be the blockhouse.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, not a war hut. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today, Queen. I deeply apologize.
It's no problem. I think even when this blockhouse war hut is so close, I think it's not so hard to hold because he's aging up so fast and so early, and also now he have placer mines.
Yeah, and he did scout this with his native scout, so he's gonna know the pressure is coming. And both of those Iroquois Tomahawks looks like they have both gone down.
Yeah, they're both dead.
So I really think that the French player is sitting in a really good position here. I mean, he's gonna be following him right up to the colonial age, both going down with the quartermaster, getting that 400 wood. And let's see what shipments are coming out from each player. Looks like the French player is getting his steel traps, which is very good, of course. The stable coming down in the French player's base. Not a bad building to put down.
No, it's not a bad idea, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, the market finally coming down for the French player. Looks like he sent the 700 wood. And the 5 Cossacks do pop out, so we're going to see if he can do any pressure with this. But look, Tom has done a really good job herding. And he's kind of walled in with this stable in this market here. I don't think that these Cossacks are going to be able to do a whole lot. Yep, going to bell them up in the town center. Oh, and out come the Minutemen.
And
Ooh, gonna get one Vil. But is gonna lose one of his Cossacks. Probably gonna lose two of them.
Yeah, look, Tom did a really nice job in sniping with his TC, the low HP Cossack.
Yeah, he did a very nice job with that. I do have to point out though that the Russian player did force his opponent to send Minutemen, which is 300 resources, and he did pick off one villager. So, not entirely a bad trade for him. You know, 2 Cossacks for a villager and 300 resources worth of Minutemen, I would say is a good trade. But
well, we have 2 Hus. I don't think they will do much.
No, these 2 Hus are going to try to do a little bit of raiding, but the Russian player has done a pretty good job as well, herding. Might pick off this villager on the outskirts of his town. Right here. Yeah, it looks like that villager is going to go down.
Yeah.
But the 5 musks plus the 4 more Cossacks, looks like 10 musks plus 4 more Cossacks were shipped. So push is coming out here from the Russian player. But the Minutemen are still alive and they're still doing a lot of damage. 26 range damage on these Minutemen. And out come 3 more Hussar. And I don't know. I mean, this pressure is... I don't know if it's going to be enough. He is certainly keeping the French player belled up. But look at the back of the base. 2 barracks is coming down for the French player.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know. If the Russian player is able to scout that, he might be able to keep those from going up. But I don't think he's going to head back there. Looks like he's going to break off his attack. 5 more muskets are coming out.
It was not such a bit... I'm sorry. Such a bad trade, because Look Tom was able to pick up 3 wilds, and Look Tom only lose 1 CDB. And it was...
Certainly.
Yeah, it was a nice trade.
Yeah, and so certainly, you know, the French player has been able to hold off this pressure relatively well. There still are quite a few Cossacks roaming on the map, and the Musketeer mass has replenished itself, but now with the 2 barracks down and the stable, you know, he should have an easier time holding this off. I will point out, though, that he is starting to run out of food in his base. A lot of these elk are already being eaten, and his other hunts are down here and way up here, which could make them harder to defend.
This hunt is pretty nice next to the water, because he make his barracks kind of like a small wall, and he can really safely gather food there.
Yeah, look at this 1 Hussar just still roaming around being a nuisance.
Yeah, he just pressures that he is not able to do so much, and now he's sieging a bit, but now he's going to lose it. Did he pick up one Vil more?
He didn't get a Vil. It looks like he just tried to siege that stable, but he's going to lose his Hussar now. But what are we looking at for the French player? Does have 10 musketeers on the field. These villagers are a little bit exposed, though. I'm a bit worried about that. He's got like 5 or 6 villagers down there.
Yeah.
And ooh, these 5 muskets are just kind of going to run into the base there. But look at this big reinforcing batch of muskets coming from the Russian player. Of course, Russian musks are weaker than French musketeers, but and oh, out come 5 more Hussar. So the advantage is definitely to the French player.
Yes.
His cavalry are better, his musketeers are better, and he can always send his villagers in to fight as well. And it looks like he's just going to push this Russian army all the way to the forward blockhouse.
Yeah, and also Butifle is housed now. This is not so good for him. I mean, he shipped 700 food. It's not such a good shipment. You shouldn't ship this. You should better ship like 700 wood or 700 coin, but not food.
Yeah.
And on this map, you have a lot of food.
Yeah, certainly. You know, the 700 food is good in the fact that you can get out a lot more units much more quickly. But the fact that he's shipped the 700 food and he still hasn't been able to really take advantage of it is a bit worrying. 8 crossbowmen do come out from the French player.
This I really like. When he micros them well, then he definitely can take this fight. Oh, but there we have 13 Strelets, Bob.
Ooh, look at this, though. A 5 Hussar just running around in the Russian player's base, doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he lost 2 more builds.
Yeah, and that's so annoying having to send all your Cossacks all the way back to take care of it.
Yeah, and Butifle he lose 6 wills. It's so huge for Russia. But now he's trying to take the fight. And look, Tom is also fighting with CDBs a bit. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, so both players kind of trying to distract one another, get their villagers off resources, but the economic population is 32 to 28 in favor of the French player, which isn't huge, but seeing as the Russian player has lost quite a few vills and he has literally no food in his base and he has to go out to this hunt here, the French player isn't looking so bad.
Yeah, it looks not so bad for him. Really not.
No. Does have more musketeers and hussar in queue. Let's look at the text a minute. I want to see what their market upgrades are like. Ooh, look at this. Butifle does have the hunting dogs upgrade, but the French player has hunting dogs, placer mines, steel traps, as well as greatcoat and blunderbuss. So definitely an advantage when it comes to the market upgrades. And now it looks like the French player that's shipping the 700 food. I wonder if he's just kind of running out of H2 shipments to send.
Oh, but look, they're coming 3 Huss. But Butifle saw the 3 Huss, so he's sending his 5 Cossacks, and now these Huss. Yeah, they
nice job. Nice job intercepting that.
I would like to see a better micro from both players. They are both mages, so.
Yep. But looks like we do have an encounter at this forward blockhouse here, and I think there's too many Russian units for this French player to push in, even though his units are superior. And plus that blockhouse does a lot of damage if you just sit under it and fight.
Oh, it's a bit lagging.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag. The economic population has gone 35 to 31 in favor of Luktom. So, Queen, let me ask you, what does the French player do from here? You know, he's kind of held off most of the pressure.
To be honest, he should just go back and stay in his base and age up.
And I say that, though, there is a second blockhouse coming down for the Russian player. And he doesn't really have the units to defend this quite yet. Although those 13 Strelay are doing a lot of damage to those French musketeers. Yeah. Look at this. 2 more blockhouses coming down in the middle of the map. So it looks like Butifle's really trying to secure this center position, which might actually turn out to be really good for him because, you know, the French player only has this hunt up here, which is pretty well protected. And then after that, you know, he's oh, looks like we do have a pause by Butifle.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem is that it's a bit lagging.
Yeah, and that could yeah, and that could just be, that could explain some of the micro stuff. Oh, looks like we're looks like they're having a little fight over whose PC is better.
Yeah, just let it a bit time that maybe it fixes.
Yeah, but as I was pointing out, the French player is all the way up here gathering from this hunt, which is fairly exposed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he just scouted this. I have forgotten how to make it that I can see if it's scouted or not. There was a key for it, but I have forgotten. I needed to ask. Maybe someone in the chat could type it, then I can use it.
Oh, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help you out with that. But more Hussar running into this. These Hussar are so annoying, just running into the Russian player's base.
I need to say, most of his... this is kind of, look, Tom, to always raid.
Yep, and it's, you know, it's something that high level players are very good at. You know, not only are they engaging you with their military, but they're also raiding your villagers as well. It's
They just try to keep you busy and that you need to multitask, and sometimes you don't pay attention that like 3 or 5 Huss in your base and they just kill all your wilds while you're fighting.
Certainly. But the French army is growing. He does have a significant amount of cav here.
Yeah, but he lose 1 CDB was trying to hurt this on the edge.
Yeah, he is all over the map with his herds, and it looks like we are going to have a fight under the blockhouse here. But he does have 2 blockhouses firing on this army. Looks like that 1 blockhouse is going to go down. But in comes the Russian army. And there are a lot of Strelay mixed in here.
Yeah. He should bring them.
Yeah, certainly he should bring them forward. More muskets popping out. And more Cossacks coming to join the fray. In come the Hussar, but the muskets are doing a fairly good job of body blocking. And it looks like this fight is going pretty well for the Russian player, getting some good trades.
Yeah, I think it looks better for Butifle.
Yeah, certainly. And when you have those two blockhouses firing, it just allows you to reinforce your armies so much more quickly. The Australia's getting a little bit far forward. Ooh, gonna lose some of them, and that could be a problem with the leg.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but look at how much hunt this French player is going through. I mean, this one's almost gone. Has one villager out here, but now that I say that, the Russian player is going through his hunts relatively quickly as well. Ooh, income the Hussar.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And the Russian army is completely out of position to handle that. Ooh, gonna lose one Vil. For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we have some calf HP from the French player.
Yeah, and that's certainly gonna beef up his Hussar, who are already superior to the cavalry units of the Russian player. Gonna make them that much better. But the economic unit population is still, roughly at a 4 villager deficit, 40 to 36.
Yeah, always Russia is a bit behind with economy.
Yeah.
But what is the CDB doing here?
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at these villagers just living in peace. And both of the armies are rushing up. Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, he's going to lose so many villagers in this cavalry if he doesn't get his army up there. Oh, that's not pretty. There goes one. There goes 2, 3. Oh, that hurts so much. But in come the Cossacks. Finally, the Russian army comes to arrive, but not before losing 3 villagers. And
but if we lose, in fact, now for everything like 12 vills, it's so huge for Russia.
And another one down here in the south of the map.
He's raiding everywhere now. Oh god.
Yeah, these raids are gonna. Yeah, this is not looking good for the Russian player at all. These Hussar are gonna get in combat with these Cossacks, and even though they're a bit outnumbered, in come the French musketeers, and these Cossacks are just gonna get cleaned up. Ooh, in come the Strelay, though. They are going to try to ward off these musketeers, and the Russian army is still large, but the economic unit population has gone from 4 vils to 12 vils. So it's certainly not looking good for the Russian player.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, and he's been basically forced off his hunt.
He's bringing his CDBs to fight now and picking some
which is not a bad idea. I mean, they do have the blunderbuss and great code upgrades. So they can certainly help in combat, but yeah, this is, I don't know, the next big fight, it's all going to come down to that, because if Russia loses this army, they don't have the economy to recover.
He don't. He lost 19 vids. Oh my god.
That's so bad. And just the fact that the villager deficit just continues to grow, and I don't know. Now that these Hussar are so beefed up with that card,
and the Strelets are out of positioning.
Oh, and in they come. They're going to try to get more villagers and more Strelets.
Yeah, but if
the Russian army is quite large, but these musketeers are just going to melt through these Cossacks.
And there we have calf attack from French, so he can take it definitely.
Oh, and these Hussar are even more beefed up than before. And I mean, we have to remember that the Russian musketeers aren't nearly as effective against cav as other civs. Although now that I say that, there might just be enough Russian units here to hold this off. Well, that was quite surprising. I mean, well, there are still quite a few French musketeers. There are some reinforcements coming, but I definitely think the French player got the better end of that trade, simply because he can reinforce his army so much quicker than
but if you lose 26 vids and look Tom only 3, it's not possible. I think there's not a good way to coming back with this low eco now what Butifle have.
Yeah, and you know the French player knows that this is where the Russian player is hunting, and I think he's going to keep pushing that
Look
until.
at this on the here.
Oh, are we going to see another cav raid?
Yes.
Oh, yep.
This
In come
is
4 more Hussar. They see the Vills. 1 more Vill going to go down. These 3 Vills are caught out in the open. Out comes some Musketeers, but not before 2 more Vills go down. Make that 4. Oh, this is so ugly to see all of
so
these Vills go
painful.
down. Yeah, you feel so bad for the poor things. All they're trying to do is gather resources, and
So
they're just
sad.
getting murdered.
Yeah.
But,
And
yeah,
look,
it looks like we
look,
might
Tom,
see.
where is he hunting? Butifle could just go and raid with like 5 Cossacks. He could pick up so many CDBs.
Yeah, yeah. The problem is, you know, he needs those units to reinforce this position just because
Yeah.
he can't reinforce. He's lost so many Vills.
We can
That-
see it now also on the score. It's look, Tom is 50 score ahead, or more than even 50.
Yeah, and the Vill count is 47 to 25 once it's recalculated, and it's
Yeah.
just, and these musks are going to get cleaned up. I mean, even the reinforcing batches coming from the blockhouse. Oh my
What
gosh!
I was going to say. Look, Tom, just go and fight, because then you don't recognize that your Wills getting attacked. And now he lost 39 Wills.
Oh, this is.
GG.
And there's the game.
Well played,
Wow.
look, Tom.
Oh man, yeah. Beautiful definitely does not appreciate the leg, but still, I mean, even if there was a little bit of leg, I do have to hand it to Look Tom for just being so bothersome with those raids.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, that's
This flame.
yeah. Both players are certainly very competitive
Oh,
and
please.
kind of going at each other in the chat.
Take a look at the villager. I'm
The
so
villager graph. I'm sure
speechless.
it's just.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going to be absolutely horrific.
yeah, it's insane.
Let's see here. Ooh, that is such a steep decline. And you see the French player, he didn't really have to deal with that near as much. I mean, it's just a steady increase throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
And I think that was the name of the game. I think both armies were pretty well matched, but you know, once the Russian player had lost that many Vills, it was game over from there.
Insane. GG out.
GG out indeed. But that is going to wrap up game 2. Game 2 is going to go to Look Tom. So the series is tied at 1-1.
Yes, 1-1. And now it's up to Look Tom to pick a civ.
Yes, so he is going to have the first pick now, and Butifle will have the counter pick,
Yes.
which is always a nice thing to have. Let's see.
So hope no one of these players is now so mad that he don't want to play. I'm always a bit afraid. I had this once and it was really awkward.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate if we had a forfeit to win the championship. But I'm sure both of these players will stick it out, despite maybe there being a little bit of lag. But what is our next map? Our next map is Pampas
Oh,
for game 3.
I would like to
Interesting
see some India on this map.
India could certainly be a good
Yeah.
civilization on this map. Let's see. Have they opened a new game yet, or have they not?
No,
No, I keep refreshing. I keep looking for it, but
I just PM Look Tom if he hosts the game.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, how do you think this series is going so far? Do you think we could go to 7 games, or
Depends on the leg, I would
Depends.
say.
depends on the leg? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that could certainly be an issue.
I know how to play in leg. It's really annoying, and I hate it also so much.
Yeah, it throws everything off. It throws off your timings. It throws off your micro. It's never a fun thing to have.
So there we go. And you said it's Pampas Sierras.
Pampas Sierras is our third map. Yes, indeed.
So it's a no TP map with some livestock. And we have some Aztec. Aztec is pretty nice on this map.
Yes, it is. It's very nice in this map. Hold on. I'm going to
Oh.
rejoin the game a second.
Okay.
See here. Yep, just want to make sure I can download this map. There it is. Perfect. But yes, Pampas Sierras for our first map. Or for our third map. Sorry, not first map.
No, it's a start.
Oh, we're still comparing PCs.
Yes. I could write also what I have kind of PC, so they would get thing GDS on it.
Yeah. It's looks like Look Tom's locked in as Aztec, it seems.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think would be a good counter pick?
A good counter pick to Aztec. Boy, Aztec's a tough civ. I don't know. I would like to see Butifle actually go for the mirror here.
Yes, this is a good idea. I was not thinking about this. This could
I
be
would,
pretty good.
yeah, I would really like to see a mirror actually.
French could also do nice, but the problem is that he already played French.
Yes, the counter civ pick is not quite up yet, so the ability to play French for Butifle is not available. But I really would like to see him mirror this. Simply because I think that sometimes the best responses to Aztec is more Aztec.
I don't know, I'm not sure. I think Aztec Miro is decent, definitely. And I'm not such a pro in what Civ beats Aztec. I definitely know that French beats them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep, still waiting for Butifle to pick his civ. Looks like Look Tom did lock in as Aztec.
Did you got the map now?
Not quite.
Yeah,
I'd
just
like to
wait. Sometimes it takes some time to download it.
Yeah. That's very true.
There we go. You was right. We will see an Aztec mirror.
Well, the predictions today are just so on point.
They're just insane.
Yeah, this is we're just, I don't know. Sometimes I think it's just Aztec is a tough civ to contend with just because their age 2 shipments are so good. 10 Mace Holden, 9 Mace Holden, Puma Spearman, plus, if you just make Coyotes, it's such a hard composition to deal with in the early game.
In Aztec Mirror, you just do Coyotes. Some people told me this is how Aztec Mirror works, like when you do Russian Mirror or a Brit Mirror. Brit Mirror, you just do Musk, and Russian, you just do Stradded. And you just mostly have just one kind of unit, and then it really depends on the shipments who win. Who has the better build order.
Certainly.
Ask him to reload when you don't get the map.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, yep. Looks like we're gonna sorry about that, guys. I do need to reload just so I'm able to download the map. Or else that would be really hard for me to cast, I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
If I couldn't look at the map, I would just have to take everybody's word for it.
I'm back in 1 second. My dog is standing at the front of my door and crying.
Looks like we're getting everything ready.
Yes. It's not Herald. Pampas. Sierras.
Yep, it is Pampas Sierras. Okay, now I should be able to download it.
Yes.
All right. So, Aztec mirror for game 3. What do you think is going to be important for both players when you're doing an Aztec mirror?
The best build order.
The best build order.
Yeah, it's really the build order is in the mirror. I think most game changing. Yeah. When you have a bad build order and you don't know what to ship exactly, then you lose a mirror. It's the same like what I said before with the Brit mirror. It's really like who ship first 6 masks, and there's the same. If the player ship like pikes first or mace first, and making coyotes or mace.
Yeah, it's certainly down to who's gonna have the better composition and take that one big fight.
Yes.
Because I'm expecting both players to play relatively aggressive. I've watched quite a few of Look Tom's Aztec games, and he certainly likes to play aggressive as Aztec.
He likes to play with every civ aggressive, I need to say.
That's certainly true. But in the north of the map, playing as the Aztecs in the color red, we do have Butifle. And in the south of the map, also playing as the Aztecs in the color blue, we do have Look Tom. The series is 1-1 for the second chance finals of 2017 in this best of 7. Queen, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I have like to add that the map is Pampas Sierras and a no TP map with on the left side we have some llamas, livestock hanging around, and we have some few treasures. There are not so many treasures on this map, and it's also a low food map. So we will see who takes a better decision in this game 3 and who will win then, the Aztec mirror.
Yes, yes. As you said, not a lot of really great treasures on this map. There is a CDB treasure to the right over here.
And we also see the first advantage for Look Tom. He had much faster his fire pit up than Butifle. And yeah, he have already his fire pit up and Butifle not. So he get much faster XP out.
Certainly, certainly. 2 llamas being brought in by Butifle. Look Tom as well, getting what looks to be 2 llamas. But yeah, you're certainly right, and it's going to come down to those things.
This is such a typical mistake what you can do with Aztec. Villagers dancing and not the warrior priest.
Got a villager instead of his warrior priest?
No,
Where is his warrior priest?
He's standing next to the fire pit and he's not dancing.
Oh no, that's not good at all.
This is such a big, huge mistake. Poor Butifle, he's tilted. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he sees it now. Yep. Oh, that's certainly going to mean that, you know, that the XP is certainly going to be in Look Tom's favor there.
Yeah, we see already that he's had 1 shipment out.
Yeah, and it looks like Butifle just sent his shipment as well. But I'm guessing 3 vills from both players are going to come out here pretty soon. Pretty standard starts for both players, just going with the fire pit and the house.
Yes.
It looks like Butifle is going to go for this CDB treasure, which could certainly be very good for him. Look Tom, not really gathering any treasures at the moment.
He just taking some llamas. I think it's pretty nice to do it on this map because it's just low food. You don't have so much food in base. Yeah,
but that's a huge pickup for Butifle, right? I mean, getting that CDB this early in the game, that's really good. And look, he's even going to get this 90 food here.
Yeah,
and I mean,
nice,
look, Tom's on the other side of the map, so he's not going to be able to contest that at all.
He's losing so much HP.
Right, right. He is losing a lot of HP on that Aztec Explorer. Is going to recover a lot of it when he gets up to the Colonial Age, but still. But to get that 90 food, though, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, and it looks like that means Beautiful's already going to get his age up in. Look, Tom's going to be close behind, aging up right now. So, but that does mean that Beautiful is going to have that advantage.
Yeah, he will have a small advantage, I think, in this case.
Although I will say that Look Tom has definitely won the llama war. Certainly has more llamas than his opponent.
Yes.
Ooh, the Colonial Age has been reached by Beautiful already, and do we see any forward vills?
Yes, 3 from the red Aztec player, and oh, he's denying the warhead.
Ooh, very nice job by him. Look at this.
Yes.
He's got his wolf there. He's sieging, and that's going to be huge, because I mean, doing siege damage to this war hut early is going to make pushing it later in the game significantly easier. So very nice job by Beautiful being able to see that.
Yeah.
And I think this means that the leg is definitely getting better, because his moves seem a lot crisper in this game than they were in the previous game. And looks like the Aztec War Chief is going to come in right now. I'm going to chase him down, but the Warhead is going to go up, and I mean, the Warhead is on 1,000 HP out of 2,000, which means that War Chief did so much damage to it.
Yes. So we have 700 wood from Luke Tom, and what is Butifle shipping? What do you think?
I think he'll be shipping the 700 wood as well.
He needs to.
I do want to point out that.
Wait, no,
Beautiful...
he shipped 6. Sorry, but he shipped 6 Pumas, and is now going to bring the warhead down.
This could be huge. It looks like I think Look Tom does have Pumas in queue, but certainly, and it looks like one Coyote is going to come out as well. But yep, 3 Pumas versus 6.
Yeah, he should have just stayed back with them and not losing them.
Yeah, he's going to lose them here, and this is what I was talking about earlier, because the War Chief did so much damage on this war hut earlier, it was so easy for those Pumas to take out that war hut.
Yes.
I mean, it's such a small thing, but it ended up being, and I mean, that's huge.
Yes, it's huge.
Certainly in an Aztec mirror, if you lose your war hut that early, and look at this army here. The Mace Sultan have come out with 5 Coyote, and an emergency war hut going in the back, but yeah, I've seen this build from Look Tom before. He makes a lot of Pumas, and then he ships Mace Holton as well, and then he starts making Coyotes, and he really just goes for that maximum siege potential. He did that versus Yeramuno in the semifinals, but did not work out for him here.
Yeah, now we see that Butifle is making so much damage now in the base of Look Tom.
Yeah, and he's going to start attacking this warrior priest as well. And these Pumas are going to melt right through this war hut as well. Out comes some... Oh, it looks like some Jaguar Prowlers are coming out. But, I mean, I don't think they're going to be quite enough. Does do some more damage to that war hut. And we do have to point out that Look Tom also lost his War Chief. Yeah. And it's sitting up here while Beautiful still has his. It looks like he'll be able to hold off this pressure for now, though.
Yeah, he just needs to kite and hit and run now. And then maybe he's fine, but he should also bring his warrior priest back to dance. Yeah,
this is I mean, Beautiful's in such a good position right now. He did lose his War Chief though, which is not very good at all, but yeah, certainly in a really good position. 5 Coyotes do come out from Beautiful's war hut, and he still has some Pumas here. I'd like to see him make a few more just so he can come in and he can do a lot of siege damage once he takes out these Mace Holton. But yeah, certainly. Would you say that Beautiful's in the better position right now?
Well, the problem is that he didn't ship 700 wood, and he was cutting a lot of wood, and this is not so good because Butifle is going all in, and Well, you
Yeah.
have a lot of coyotes. They will do such a big job versus mace.
Oh, yeah, they're going to tear up those Mace Holden. And look at this War Hut going down as well. So now we can certainly say that Butifle is in the better position.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah, and he's going to start using his villagers to fight here. And these Mace Holden are just going to get shredded. This doesn't look good at all. And there's the GG. So a very quick, decisive game from Butifle.
Yes.
I think he played that so well.
He played really well, really good. This is exactly what I was saying. It's what kind of shipments you send. Look, Tom was going for the standard build order with 700 wood, and Butifle was going all in rush. And I think in the mirror it can be a good decision, like what we see now.
Yeah, and he was able to scout that war hut so quickly, and just because he was able to get so much damage with his war chief, just sieging it, I think he decided, you know what, I'm just going to ship my 6 Puma, and I'm going to take the middle of the map. And it ended up being a really good decision for him.
Yeah.
But that is Game 3, a very decisive Game 3 by Butifle, who does take the lead 2-1 in this best of 7. And looks like the leg has been dealt with, because I mean that was a very crisp game. I don't think he could have played that well with leg.
Yeah, it was just really good and really aggressive.
Yeah, I think he answered Butifle or Look Tom's Aztec very well with his own. But that does mean he will have the first pick. And the map for the 4th game is Malaysia.
Yes, and Butifle is picking...
Oh, wait.
No, it's Mendocino, and he's picking Germany.
Right, because Malaysia, Bengal, Fertile Crescent, and High Plains have all been vetoed by the 2 players. So we will not be seeing Malaysia. We will be seeing Mendocino, as you pointed out. Butifle picking Germany.
Yes. I think it's a nice pick on this map.
Yes, Butifle's Germany is, in fact, very good. I've watched him play Germany quite a few times, and he's very effective with it. But we'll have to see what Look Tom decides to do in contrast. But
what do you think would be a nice counter pick to Germany?
Ooh, well, if you could use French right now, I would say French is a good counter pick, but...
Oh god, I was invited to a game and I just clicked on yes.
Oh no, Queen, don't leave us.
I'm coming back, no worries.
But I think, again, I really think he could do a mirror, he could play Brits, he could play...
Oh yes, I would like to see him playing Brits. Is Brits?
Yeah.
Oh, Otto.
Oh, Ottoman.
There we go. We get out some nice laming tips.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup. Ottoman versus German. Both heavy trading post civilizations, to be sure. And both have really strong, really expensive units.
Yes. What do you think? Which civ is better in this match?
Well, Ottoman is certainly easier to play. However, I would say that Germany is the more versatile civ. And I think if you play it right, I would put Germany ahead of Ottoman. Simply because their Fortress Age is just so strong.
Yeah. And
if they can get up without taking a lot of damage from Ottoman, they certainly have the advantage. If they get out skirms and they get out their huge batches of Ulan, and so I would say Germany has a slight edge, in my opinion, but Ottoman certainly is still a very strong civ, so anything could happen.
Yeah, I think also it depends really. If I'm pretty sure that Butifle is going for a fast fortress, and when Look Tom just adapts on it, then it could be really, really close.
Yeah, it's going to come up to if the Ottoman player decides to play aggressively, which, seeing as it is Look Tom, that's what I'm guessing is going to come out. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see some sort of Jan Abus, simply because really the only counter that Germany has to Jans are crossbows, and making crossbows and Ulans at the same time is very difficult.
Yeah, it's not easy to do.
Yeah, so certainly it's going to be interesting. But if Germany can get up and they can get their insane fortress shipments before Ottoman can do any damage, they'll be in a good position. But I don't expect Ottoman to let them get up freely to the fortress age.
Yeah.
But we shall see going into Game 4 of the Second Chance Finals.
Yes.
But certainly some good games we've seen so far.
Yes, there was really some nice series already.
Yeah. Yeah, some good play I've seen from both players. Butifle just doing a really good job in that last game. And look, Tom certainly doing a good job in the game before. But here we go, Game 4.
Yes.
Ottoman versus Germans. And I believe it is your turn to do the introductions, Queen.
Okay, I will do my best. So first we have on this map 40 TPs when we're still waiting that it's loading. And we have on top of the map, in the left corner, look Tom in the color blue, and he's playing Ottoman versus Butifle, and he's on the downside on the right side. In the color red, and he's playing Germany, and we have a normal food start. No, wait. Yes, a food start.
Yep, looks like yeah, it looks like 100 wood for the German player, so a normal extra food crate start. Hunts look, well, I don't know. Is Butifle missing a hunt?
Where? Can you ping?
I feel like there should be a hunt a little bit closer right there. I mean, I guess his hunts are just out a little bit farther. I'm sure I think he's all right. I mean, he's gonna have to do a little extra herding, but
I think these hunts are pretty fair. We have here for both players these hunts, and both have one in front and one on the side.
Yep, should be all right.
Yeah.
Native Scout was picked up by Butifle, which is going to be good because once again the German player only does have one scout, and so does Ottoman. And so Ottoman building that trading post, which is essential for any Ottoman strategy. You really do need that trading post.
It's really sad that he built this trading post and not this one, because he would have get the first XP.
That's true. He is going to miss that first pass of XP, which could be pretty significant, actually.
Yeah, it could be pretty nice to have the first XP, definitely. But he's trying to pick up now a wild treasure.
Ooh, but look how close the German explorer is. If he sees that.
Well, he's waiting for crack
it.
shot and to get this Cherokee.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to pick up this Cherokee rifleman.
Yeah.
He's going to allow the Ottoman player to pick up this veil treasure, which is...
And he does really good microing the treasure.
Yeah, he took very little damage on that. Oh.
He's really dead.
Yeah, the black bear did regain its health, which is, of course, never a fun thing.
No.
But both players are getting a pretty good treasure. One's getting a settler, one's getting a Cherokee rifleman.
I think the settler is much better.
It is much better. But I will point out that it's going to be important, very important for the German player to scout what the Ottoman player is doing.
Yeah.
So having 3 scouts is going to be very good for him.
Definitely.
But yeah, you're certainly right in saying that the settler is a much better treasure.
Yeah, I think early on, of course, it's nice to have so much scouts, but
wow, look Tom is already going up to the second age, and
it's so fast.
Beautiful's only at like 600 food. Ooh, the Ottoman player is going to come in for this treasure contention. Although the Cherokee rifleman is there, so he's going to be able to ward off it.
Oh, he don't get it. He was yeah, it was bugging a bit.
Oh well. I will say, Butifle has done a good job. Look how many deer he has under his. Oh, Butifle biting back with the leg. So the leg is still very real for both players.
Wow, and we see also really nice H-up timing from Butifle.
Yeah, that 80 food certainly helped. looks like Tom only has 2 villagers on coin, so unless he sends the 700 coin, it doesn't look like anything involving Abyss guns is going to be coming out soon. But we shall see. I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes for a double racks, Janissary rush.
To be honest.
Look at there, 2 villagers coming forward.
Oh, wow. I was more expecting him, because he have only 2 wilds on coins, that he's maybe going for fast fortress, but with these 2 wilds.
Yeah, certainly. And aging up with the quartermaster at a relatively good time. Looks like the German player is going to put down a market in transition as well as a trading post. So we're going to go for that more economic build, which is certainly not a bad thing. But if the pressure comes, it's going to be a little bit hard to hold.
Yeah, it will be tough.
Yep.
It will be really tough for him. And we see a Rex is coming up with 2 wilds on the side, and this is dirty, I need to say, because usually in this, most player put here their front bases, and this is really dirty placement.
Yeah, that is. That's going to be tough, especially if Jans come pouring out of that. Again, it's going to be tough for Germany because it's really hard to counter, just straight Janissaries when you're Germany, just because.
But he scouted it.
Yeah, he did scout it, which is going to be good for him. Putting down a barracks now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some crossbowmen coming out just to kind of ward off those Janissaries. And he's done a really good job, kind of walling in his hunts. And as long as he keeps these villas around this coin mine safe, I think he can hold this pressure relatively well.
Yeah. I need to ask, was it best of 7, right?
Yes, best of 7. Yeah. And it is 2-1-2 beautiful. Looks like there come the Janissaries. The 2 Ulans have come out, but looks like they're going to start taking TC damage. Ooh, and 5 more coming from this way. He is not going to lose a villager, so very nice job by him. Out come 4 crossbows.
Yes.
I will point out that because he's aged so quickly, Look Tom is only at 16 vills, while the German player is at 23. And, I think 5 more Jans are coming up the map now that I say that, but I think Germany has responded well to this pressure.
Oh, look, these 3 Huss, if they catch the Ulans. He was going to raid him.
But it's good that he's scouting that those Huss are coming, because it's going to mean that he's going to be able to maybe make some he can't make Ulan because he doesn't have a stable, but
he could ship, I don't know if he have it in his deck, but he could ship 3 dubs, for example.
Definitely. It would be able to hold off the Ulan relatively well.
I would like that he just making crossbows now and then ship 3 dubs maybe. I think it would be a nice decision.
Yeah, he's still only sitting at the 4 crossbows, which does he have any in queue? He has no well, he does have crossbows in queue. Yep. He was housed. That was the problem. Ooh, this pressure is going to be... Yeah, I don't know if he can hold this.
Oh, this
is looking really bad. The 3 Huss are going to come in. They're going to melt.
Well, he have a shipment on the way. When now I'm popping 3 dubs, then he can hold. There we go.
Maybe. Out come the 8 crossbows, but the 2 on did came with it. They're going to be able to hold off these Hussar for a little bit. But with the TC fire, he might be able to hold this off. Oh, but the 2 Ulans are in fact dead. The 2 Hussar are almost dead as well. And no stable coming out from the Ottoman player, so no reinforcing Hussar. And he might be able to kite with these crossbows, but crossbows, of course, not nearly good as kiting as with, maybe skirms or cassadors. So he's going to lose these crossbows, but...
it's looking really good for Luktam.
Yeah, it is.
But Butifle had too much idle time, and that he was housed, it was just not so good for him.
He wasn't able to reinforce those initial crossbowmen, and they're just going to get cleaned up here. They're going to get trapped.
They're trapped. That's not coming out for him. For these poor crossbows, they're dying.
Yeah, I will say that he is buying himself time, although he doesn't have, near the resources to age up or anything like that.
And look, to have so much resources, and he shipped 700 wood now. He's going to be a bit greedy now, but he can.
Yeah, and I think that's a good response. Get up your market and do everything you need to do. But yeah, these crossbows they just aren't as effective as kiting as something, maybe some other kind of unit. And once again, all his villas are going to get belled up. And this is going to be a really tough thing to hold for Butifle.
Yeah. It will be not
Yeah,
easy.
this is... Oh, and out come the 3 dops.
Yeah,
but against Jans, and more crossbows are coming out.
And he's tanking.
I mean, they do splash damage. And gonna get his villagers in there to fight as well. And these Janissaries are pretty trapped.
But the sad thing is that he don't have upgraded his villagers.
No, he hasn't.
No.
I mean, and just the resources that he's not getting by using these villagers in combat is really gonna hurt him. Although I will say, the Jan threat has been, you know, significantly decreased, but still gonna lose some villagers here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean...
One will more.
And look at this. Look, Thomas sent his 700 coins, so I wouldn't be surprised if he, you know...
Just look on units lost, but Butifle, he lost so many stuff, like 2 wilds, 1 settler wagon, 19 crossbows, 3 dubs, 6 ulans. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And I mean, 3 Hussar once again on the map. And this is going to be tough to hold. And there's the GG. Just couldn't hold the pressure. I think those 3 Hussar really hurt him.
Whoa, I didn't expect such a fast game again. Because we had one really long game, and now it's 2 games so fast.
Yeah, these 2 very decisive games. This one is going to go to Look Tom. And I guess Germany just, you know, he tried to play against Ottoman and Colonial, and Germany's Colonial just isn't that strong. They just don't have the kind of composition to deal with Janissary spam. Crossbows just aren't near effective enough, is what I should say.
Yeah, and just look at villagers were not gathering anything. It was just too much for Butifle.
Yeah, and
too much idle time.
Yeah, and look, Tom, you know, he lost a lot of his Jans, but the trade he got for keeping those vills belled up and using up the German player shipments was certainly a worthwhile trade. But it is 2-2, and the series is tied once again. Yes. We could be up for a 7-game series. I'm hoping we do, because I would love to see, you know, the finals end in 7 games.
Yeah, I really like when there's a final and it's so close that it's not something what is so fast done.
No, I would hate to see like a 4-game sweep. It's sad. That's never a fun thing.
No. When there's a bash or something, I need to say both players are offline for me.
What?
Butifle is back, but Look Tom is offline.
Oh, I wonder if they just had some temporary technical difficulties, maybe.
I think they just rehost. Restart the game.
Our next map is Jebel Musa.
Okay.
Followed by Arkansas and Colorado. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that'll mean that Butifle once again does have the counter pick, which is obviously a pretty big advantage, and it's going to be interesting to see what Look Tom decides to do. I wonder if the civs, do we reset the civs quite yet?
No, but I think they reset at game 5, so it should be now, I think, but I'm not sure. Could you check maybe?
Yep. I just sent a message to Jim, see if he knows. Look, Tom, looks like he picks Otto again.
I think it's written down in the
Is it?
In the rules, yeah, I can check.
I'm pretty sure it is game 5. Yeah, I think it's game 5. So, it looks like Look Tom is gonna go play Ottoman once again.
Oh, I'm in the wrong tournament. Let me check.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna see an auto mirror.
Oh, really? Is it resetting? Let me check.
I do believe the civs reset.
Yeah, I also think so.
I remember from I remember from the semifinals, they reset after game 4. But
it's a best of 7, right?
Right. Best of 7.
You must play 4 different civilizations, then you can play any civilization one more time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is game.
Yep. So they've each played 4 different civilizations because Luke Thomas played Ottoman, France, Aztec, and what was the 4th civ he played?
French.
Yeah, he played French, and then Aztec, and then Ottoman.
So we will see an Ottoman.
Yeah, I'll think of it later. But we are going to see an Ottoman mirror. Absolutely. What do you think about an Ottoman mirror?
Oh. Well, make Jans and Abus.
Yeah, it's who can kite better with their Abus and kill more Janissaries, it seems.
And ship Jans 6.
Yep. And then who's the first to mix in Hussar and get the better composition? But yeah, this has been a really good series. It is 2-2 going into game 5 on Jebel Musa.
Yes, and yeah, you said already it's game 5, and it's the second chance finals of the ESOC Spring Tournament 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So and now it's your turn.
Yeah, and this is once again a 4 TP map, and we will wait for the saving to finish. All right, in the top right corner of the map, playing as the color blue, we have Butifle playing as the Ottomans, and in the bottom right of the map, in the color red, we have Luktom also playing as the Ottomans, and it looks like we have a 400 wood start for both players. Going to be very good for each of them.
Yes, this is pretty decent for both players. As Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who grabs this middle TP first, or if they go for maybe this TP out here.
Wait.
Which I think they will do.
Can you check the hunts?
All right, looks like we have one hunt.
There's 1 hunt more.
Is there 1 hunt more?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that...
Look, Tom have only 1 hunt in base and 2 a bit far on the green grass, and Butifle have 3 and 1 in base.
Yep. Let's restart it. Yeah. Yep. Looks like Tom notices too. All right, that's fine. So that's the second time we've had uneven hunts in a map. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, still much better than RE patch where it's about a 97% chance you'll have uneven hunts. Unfortunately.
Wait.
But yes.
I need to check something.
Alrighty.
Did they host? It's a best of 9, I think. No, it's correct. The finals are best of 7. I was thinking because someone in the chat was just disturbing me thinking about the best of 7.
Oh, I see. Yep. I initially thought it was best of 9 since it was the finals, but the second chance one is indeed best of 7.
Yes. So, and we start again with game 5.
Yes. Yes, once again, we will try to give both players even hunts. But we shall see what happens on Jebel Musa.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It looks like both players before we restarted, both players were kind of going for that trading post up there. But in the top right of the map, we have once again Butifle in the color red playing as the Ottomans, and in the bottom right of the map we have Look Tom. Oh, what do we got now?
Bug.
No, we got a sound bug.
Yay!
Oh goodness. All right. out we go once again to try to give the game equality.
Well, all good things are 3, so this time
hey,
I'm pretty
third
sure
time's the charm.
do good.
Correct.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully the third time we will be able to get the right circumstances for this game 5. We certainly want to make sure everything is even, for the finals especially.
Yes.
We try to do that with all our matches, but this match does carry a little bit more weight than your regular match.
So
here we go.
yes.
We shall try once more. Game 5. Say what we've already said twice.
Game 5 of the second chance spring tournament from ESOC, 2017, and
right.
There we go.
Yes, and we are playing on Jebel Musa.
Yes, map with 4 TPs, and we have a mirror game.
Ottoman mirror. Yes. Okay. Just before the hunts look much more even this time.
Yeah, it looks fair, I think.
Yep. Looks like we're finally going to get started, hopefully.
Yeah, it's fair.
Awesome. So, in the top right of the map, playing as the Ottomans in the color blue, we do have Butifle. And playing in the bottom right of the map, also playing as Ottomans in the color red, we have Luktam. As we finally get this game started, it looks like a 400 wood start once again for both players. Both players are going to look to put down that TP as quickly as possible.
And I like that Luktam, he's going for the last on this TP line. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's able to get the XP. And Butifle, he's going for one of the middle TPs, and he will miss the...
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he's certainly not going to get that passive XP.
He will get it later.
Yep. There are some decent treasures on this map, including over here. We do have 80 wood. We have 50 wood down here. I'm guessing Butifle, or Luktam has seen that. 80 coin up in the north. 65 coin. So some pretty decent treasures.
Yeah, and also a wild treasure. And this map has really nice treasures. I like it.
Yes, it does. So Butifle gonna put down that trading post up here on the TP line. Looks like a second trading post coming down for Luktam.
Oh, it seems like he's going to age up with 10 builds. Is he really going to do this?
That's very interesting that he's deciding to put down a second TP. Gonna take some damage from Butifle, who's just gonna start hacking at his Explorer.
This is really an interesting decision.
It's certainly very greedy. Yeah, and he's still taking quite a bit of damage from there. He's gonna pick up 40 coin. But yeah, that's a super greedy build to just... Wait a minute. So he hasn't built a house yet. Is he just gonna age up with 10 vills?
I think so, yeah.
Well, interesting. Well, probably gonna send 3 vills and maybe age up with 11. But yeah, allowing himself to get those 2 trading posts, which if he's able to last, is gonna certainly
he shipped 300 wood.
He shipped 300 wood? Oh my goodness.
What
is this build?
I never seen, and now he's aging.
Oh, now he's aging.
Much faster aging than Butifle. How?
I don't know. It's I've never seen a build order like this. I don't really know how to respond. Making 2 trading posts and then sending 300 wood as opposed to sending, the 3 vills. Butifle just aging up now. But Luktam is already almost halfway aged. Going to pick up 50 coin there. A very nice job by him. But wow, Queen, what do you think about this?
This is what I can say. Makes me a bit speechless.
Oh, look at this. The third training post coming down.
It's so good. It's so greedy, but also so good. He can send shipments so much faster now. Look, he have already one shipment ready, and wow.
Yeah, that's the fact that he's been able to get away with this greedy of a build has been really significant, and he's even gonna get aged up faster than his opponent as well. It's gonna take a lot of damage on his explorer, but he's already put up the 3 TPs. And once he ages, you know, he's gonna get that extra explorer HP, so doesn't have to worry about that at all.
I need to say that I see in the chat it's maybe not it's an old build order what someone does before, so I'm not sure what we will see now.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what he does with his 400 wood here. If he decides to, is he even going to play, you know, more greedy, or is he going to try to play aggressive now that he has all of this map control in the middle with these 3 TPs? Or, I mean, he has no forward vills, so I'm not. Is Look Tom not going to play aggressive?
Is this Look Tom?
Oh, I wonder if he's doing some kind of fortress-based build, some kind of economic TP fortress build.
Well, he shipped 700 wood.
Yeah, he didn't ship 700 coin. I wonder, is he going to try to get up a market, or nope, Jan Abyss.
Yes, Jan Abyss, but 3. He didn't. He skipped just 3 wills.
Yeah, which is going to mean that, you know, he is going to be 3 vills down initially. Although, you know, he does have 3 TPs, which is certainly going to make up for it. I mean, that gives him.
And he have Stagecoach now.
Oh yeah, I mean, Butifle is going to benefit from that as well, simply because, you know, he does have a trading post up. And look, Tom now shipping the 700 coin.
Yes.
Putting down his market. So I kind of like this build. Because, I mean, if he gets away with this, he's going to be in such a nice position.
When he can hold this, and I'm not sure why he is sieging the TP, he should go forward and pressure him, because he can now expect him that he don't have so much units out, so he should just go and pressure, and we see there's only a 4 pop Janisharis from Look.
Yeah, and the Abyss are going to be coming out soon as well. And 5 Janissaries coming down the map, so certainly not going to be able to hold this pressure I mean, this army of Janissaries is not going to be able to deal with 5 Abyss and 5 more Janissaries coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is so good for Luke now. No, he can definitely take it with this Abyss.
Yeah, this army is going to be melted by this many Abyss.
Yeah, look at this, how fast they fall.
The artillery foundry is coming down now, but just look, Tom's able to get his shipments in so much quicker.
Yeah.
And reestablishing that trading post. It looks like he's just going to go siege this other trading post, which is going to be able to get that full TP line. But at the same time, Butifle is putting down an artillery foundry as well. Does have the village advantage still, although the trading post economy does kind of negate that to some extent. But yeah, this is. I don't know. I still don't know if this build order has paid off quite yet.
To be honest, he skipped 3 wilds, but he have 3 TPs at the moment. I mean, he's building another TP again, and he have Stagecoach. I think this is better to have than 3 wilds, maybe. Yeah,
it's certainly good. What does he have for? Let's look at their. Do they have any market upgrades? No, neither of them have any market upgrades yet. Although, Look Tom is getting hunting dogs now. And 5 Abyss are coming out for Butifle, which means he might be able to contend with the Abysses. Oh, is going to take out 1 there. The Janissaries are kind of out of position, so he might be able to take this fight. Although there are more Abyss for the other player, but the Janissaries are going to get on, and
yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if that was very good by Look Tom. He's going to lose a lot of his Abyss guns there. And we have to remember, he has already sent his 700 coin. He sent the 600 coin, so...
Oh, and we have 3 Hus now. This is game-changing. The three Hussars.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
The 3 Hussars are coming out from Butifle, which are certainly going to be very good for him. And, you know, I don't know, Look Tom was able to send those shipments much more quickly, but he's kind of gone through his shipments now, and, you know, he doesn't, what's his follow-up here? He can't really sustain Abyss production for very long. And with these Hussar on the map, they're going to be able to keep those Abyss at bay, and the Jans are going to get involved, and this army might just be cleaned up.
Yeah.
And with this army gone, you know, what's going to protect him from just losing all of his TPs? It does have 5 more Abyss coming out, though, although 2 more Hussar are on the map, are still on the map.
But this looks bad for Look Tom now, because Butifle is so much ahead in military.
Yeah,
and we can see pretty good on the score also. It's 20 score difference.
Yeah. Look Tom does have his coin and food upgrades, which, you know, are certainly very good. Gonna lose one of his trading posts, and I don't know. I think, you know, usually a 4 vil deficit is not that big, you know, but the fact that Ottoman villagers train so slowly, I think has been a really big problem for him.
Yeah.
Although he does have quite a few Abyss here, and he sent the 3 Hussar of his own. So, you know, he could take this engagement, maybe.
It depends really now who do the better job at microing. He's losing his Explorer now.
Yeah, I mean, there are more Abyss for Look Tom, but ooh,
yeah, but
Butifle kind of walking his Abyss or walking his Jans into those Abyss guns.
And now it's really the question about microing, really. But
yeah, it is. Oh, but look at this, 5 more Abyss guns and 3 more Janissaries going to support this. And at the moment, I think Butifle is just, it has the better economy and is able to reinforce his armies much more quickly. And I think that just comes down to this 4 vil deficit, which, you know, when you're playing an Ottoman mirror, a 4 vil deficit is certainly very big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and let's see what units are in queue for both players. Yeah, just more Jan and more Abyss, and I think Look Tom's in a bit of trouble right now. I mean, the Abyss numbers are practically even. Look, Butifle does have the Janissary advantage, and his TPs are being threatened. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
It's just that Butifle have much more mass out. It's Look Tom should just go back. He have 2 TPs. He should try to take. Yeah, there we go. He lose so much stuff.
Yeah, gonna lose his 3 Hussar shipment. Although he is doing a number on those Abyss guns, but the Hussars are finally going down, and there's just no Janissaries left.
There's one Janissary, but we have 5 Abyss coming from Luke.
Yep. So he is trying to continue to fund that Abyss production, and ooh, those Abyss guns are going to be able to. But yeah, he's just continuing to chase these Abyss guns down.
Yeah.
Gonna get into, but I mean, there's just so many Janissaries here. There's just not enough Abyss to tank all that.
It's not enough,
no. Butifle definitely has the advantage right now. I don't think that can be. I mean, Look Tom has shipped his 700 coin, his 600 coin, all of his military shipments.
Yeah.
What does he do from here?
Well, I think he can still ship 600 wood. Does he have it? Yeah.
I think he already shipped it.
And 600 food? No, he didn't.
But, I mean, 600 food, that's going to be able to fund more Janissaries, but, you know, the Abyss guns are going to be able to pretty effectively deal with that. And yeah, he's just going to start sieging. I like what Butifle is doing here. He's going to make Look Tom come out and protect these trading posts instead of trying to chase him down. Oh, and down goes one Abyss gun. He's got to get those Abyss guns on. Ooh, going to lose 2 there for free. Not very good, but 5 more Abyss guns are coming down. And although we do have a stable coming out here for Look Tom, and that could be significant.
Yeah, it could be changing. And now it seems
especially
like
since
Butifle also popping stable.
Is he also putting down a stable? So both guys are going to start trying to mix in Hussar to deal with
Yeah.
Ooh, and it looks like Butiful starting to take some map control here. Gonna put down one of those TPs, which is gonna be very good for him. Really needs to neutralize this Ottoman's advantage with this economy. And now, Look Tom only has 1 TP, ships 600 food, which is not a very good investment really at all. 700 food isn't terrible, but 600 food is even worse.
Yeah. It's really not good. I would have liked Tom earlier to maybe make a church and make the upgrade that you can get faster.
Oh, 5 Hussar coming out here. They are going to be able to do something in this fight. There's not enough Janissaries, really. And they're going to hop on these Abyss, but their pathing was a little bit screwed up.
Blue do such a good... There was a ditch.
Yeah.
Do such a
and
good
look at that. I mean,
that's
1,000 resources that basically did nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's gonna have and he has 5 Hussar out on the map now.
Yeah.
And Butiful in a decisive lead right now. And I don't really know what Look Tom does here. He's sent all his big shipments. There's no way he can get up to the Fortress Age without crumbling over and dying. It's looking pretty bleak for Look Tom at the moment.
It's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for Look.
No, not looking good for Look Tom. It's
looking sad.
Yeah. He has kind of closed the villager lead. It's now only 1 vill.
He's raiding with some Janissaries in the middle of the map.
Uh-oh. Gonna lose a couple vills there, but look at this. Look at this army that's just running around in the base, killing vills as well. And I mean, he is going to be able to do some big raiding here, though.
Well, both players going to raid.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just going to be some base trading now that's going to be going on. Which is, I mean, something you don't ever want to do, but...
Oh, wow,
look,
but I need to say, Look Tom doesn't lose any will, and Butifle lose 3 wills.
Yeah. I still think that, well, he does have a 4 vill lead now. A 5 vill lead now. But his army is still not very great. I mean, he's been forced onto berries.
Now look, he don't have any units. GG.
And there's the GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just... It was an interesting build, but I think the 3 settlers would have been better. Just in the long run, he wasn't able to make those trading posts pay off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it all came down to micro as well. Butiful did a really good job microing. He got those 3 Hussar in first, and they were able to win that initial fight. So very good, very nice game, very close.
Yeah. Very well played by Butifle, and it was really exciting to see a really different kind of build order from Look Tom.
Yeah, it was. It was really cool to see that 3 trading post build. I think if he had been able to establish the whole trading post line, I think it would have been a little bit better, just because he would have been able to have that map control. But the fact that Butiful was able to get his mass out just a little bit quicker, it really shows why Ottoman standard is, well, standard.
It's just good. It was just, to be honest, it was not so good microed by Look Tom, and also when he had the badge out, it was sometimes a badge of 1 or a badge of 2, and this was just the point. He had too long his trading posts on wood, and you need really, when you're going for stagecoach with Otto, for such a big stagecoach, you need to micro your stagecoach really good, and you can't take it just all the time on wood. On some point he had like 400 wood and couldn't spend it, and it would be have much more better that he just change it to food or coins, that he can make more units.
Yeah, certainly. That's a very good thing to point out. But we are going into game 6. This could be the winning game for Butiful.
Yes.
It is on Arkansas.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite maps. I love Arkansas.
Isn't it this with 3 TPs and so standard?
Yeah.
I don't like so much standard maps, but it's maybe because I'm not a sub player anymore. I mean, I stopped playing sub because it's too fast for me. I'm too old and I don't enjoy it so much. I'm like more 3D. But Yeah, this is really, really a standard map. And who is picking first now?
Butifle will have the first pick,
Good.
I believe. Correct? I think so. I think that's how the Civ picks are. You know what? We're just gonna say we're just gonna say that they have the first pick. I might have screwed up the countering Civ picks, but that's neither here or there.
So, on this map, I like Brits. I would like to see some Brits now.
We haven't you haven't seen any Brits, and I haven't seen any Dutch, so I think we're both a little bit disappointed. But we've seen plenty of Ottoman, which is interesting.
And a lot of French, so I would really like to see Brits, but I'm a bit worried but if we're picking first Brits, that we will see a Brit mirror.
Yeah, I mean, Butifle really wants to pick a Civ that can't be easily countered, and Brits would be a good way to do that.
Yes.
You know, either Brits or maybe he plays French again, because I know Butifle is really comfortable. Looks like Butiful's going to host, just so we can have Arkansas 2.2b.
Yeah, this is better.
Have a little more recent update of that map. But yeah, so this could be the deciding game for
Butifle.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yes.
Looks like Butifle needs to take some pills. But I guess that's what the finals does to you. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's fine. He can take his time.
Yeah, we're not in too much of a rush. So you'd like to see British on this map, which I tend to agree with, because I think Brits would be good on Arkansas.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so as well. But I think this has been a really good series. I really do. We've seen some fast games. We've seen some games that have gone on a little bit longer. We've had some lag. We've had some sound bugs. We've had a little bit of everything. But we'll see what Butifle decides to pick.
Yes.
Once he comes back, of course.
I think also.
Oh. Whoopsie. So you said that supremacy was too fast for you. In what ways?
Hotkeys.
Oh, the same.
And
oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's just hotkeys. It's a bit others I know, and also I know how to play and to macro, but my macro just sucks and my hotkeys just sucks. And we will see some Germany versus Japanese.
Yeah, perhaps Butifle has locked in as Germany. Yeah, I am the same way. I am terrible at micro. I'm just terrible at everything when it comes to this game. I guess except casting it maybe, but even then I don't think I'm that good of a caster. But yeah, I have the same problems that you do when it comes to supremacy. But we're going to see what Look Tom decides to counter with. See, is he going to counter with Japan? Nope. He's going to go with his trusted Aztec.
Yes.
Which could be tough for Germany to deal with.
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit tough for Germany, but when he can hold the rush from Aztecs, then he will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's as hard to hold for Germany as maybe an Ottoman. But yeah, it's going to be tough because Aztec just has those insane shipments in Age 2. But we'll see. Germany versus Aztec for Game 6. This could be the deciding game between Butifle and Look Tom. Queen, I'm going to turn it over to you for the introduction.
Yes, so the map is Arkansas. It's a pretty standard map with 3 TPs. We're waiting until it starts, and we have on the left side on the map Butifle in the color blue, and he's playing Germany, versus Look Tom in the color red on the right side of the map, and he's playing Aztec.
Yes, and the map looks even on the first try, so everything is looking up for this Game 6. I'm trusting that it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, everything is fine and even, and we have some nice treasures here. It's mostly standard popping on this map that you have the CDB treasure. It's mostly like 90% of all games on this map.
Yep, we have the 95 wood here, which is going to be good for both civs if they look for it.
Yes.
And yep, looks like once again 100 wood start. Germany going to put down their market, which is pretty standard.
Yeah. And we see a fire pit from Look Tom, what is also pretty standard.
Yes, yes. Ooh, this looks like the Aztec player is gonna. Oh, man, he used his convert on one of the wolves. I would have liked to seen him kind of save that and maybe use it on something a little better, like an outlaw rifleman. But that is not to be, unfortunately.
And we see again this problem with the barrier priest. Oh, now he's starting dancing.
Oh, good. He's finally dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Butifle is just gonna try to get his hunting dogs. Does have the 50 coin, and gonna go for this. Looks like Look Tom's gonna go for this. Might be going for this Native American scout.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
Nobody's picked up any big treasures quite yet. There's a 70 food treasure here. I'd like to see maybe Butifle go for that, or maybe not. Or maybe the 80 food. Maybe that's what he's going for. Yep, gonna convert that outlaw pistolero and get the native scout. So he's got quite the army here with the native scout, the pistolero, and the wolf.
Yeah, this is pretty decent for H1, I think.
Definitely. Butifle is going to pick up the 80 food, which is certainly going to be very good for him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Look Tom decides to go for this CDB treasure guarded by these 4 black bears. Probably going to wait for another conversion.
These black bears looking so cute. I really like them.
Oh, aren't they? But looks like Butifle did get his hunting dogs in. And yeah, everything is pretty standard in Age 1. Nobody's really definitively won it yet.
No, there's nothing special.
No.
I just check a bit the decks, and Butifle's deck is kind of standard. I'm not sure about the attack from the Dobbs in H2.
Yeah.
Well, Look Tom's decks is a bit different. It's not so standard, but also nice and fine.
Yep, got those big H2 shipments, which is... He's also got the 2 War Hut Travois, which is a very interesting card. It looks like Butifle's going to get this 60 food as well, so picking up 140 food in Age 1, definitely a good thing for him. And I will say that...
at the same time,
the Aztec Explorer has spent, like, probably around 2 minutes just sitting at treasures waiting for them to... waiting for his conversion to go up. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best, because he's kind of... I mean, he is probably scouting with his wolf, but... Yeah, it'll be interesting. Both players are aging up, though. The Aztec is going to get up much quicker with his fast age up. Yeah. And, of course, the 2 forward villagers are going to come out.
Yeah.
Look, Tom did get the 95 wood, which is going to be very good for him. Going to mean he can get those units out nice and early, or maybe go for for something a little different. Oh, look how forward this war hut is.
Oh yeah, it's a bit more than one screen. It's really, really close. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's directly on the border where he can build something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly going to be tough. How does the German player hold this kind of pressure? Because I mean, I'm guessing, if I know Butifle, I'm guessing he's going to do some kind of maybe 700 wood, or then maybe follow it up with making some Puma and some Coyotes and shipping Mace Holton. But what can the German player do to defend against this?
Chipping early on units and make some crossbows, I think.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Definitely make sure he does not get housed like he did last game. Would certainly be a good thing.
Yeah, this would be pretty sad when he just would get housed.
Yep. He did get his coin upgrade as well as a trading post, so gonna have a pretty good economy. But once the pressure starts coming out from the Aztec player, it could be tough to hold.
He making a stable. Well, he can make Ulans and ship 8 crossbows. This he definitely can do.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because we know the Mace Holton is going to be coming out, and Mace Holton versus crossbows, I would certainly think Mace Holton do have the advantage. Certainly just because they're better at kiting than crossbows. And out come 5 Puma. Looks like they're gonna try to siege this, and with just Ulan out at the map, he's not gonna really be able to contest that at all. 4 more Ulan coming out, along with the 10 Mace Holton. Oh, but you're exactly right, Queen. Out come the 8 crossbow.
Yeah, I was thinking that he's going for 8 crossbows when you make a stable. This is definitely what you need. You can't just make.
And if he micros this well, he could do a lot of damage. I mean, the Pumas have basically gone down, and now it's just these Mace Holton.
Yeah.
Oh, these Mace Holton are going to get cleaned up. Wow, that was insanely good for the German player.
Just look Tom throw it so hard.
Yeah, insane. And that's losing his war chief as well. Wow. The German player holding that so well. He microed that so well. And I think it's just because... Yeah, I think it's just because Look Tom brought his Pumas forward maybe a little too much, and the crossbow were able to pick off 2 of them before they even got into the fight. Making more Pumas now, but yeah, I mean the German player has held a good push, and now he can just start raiding with these Ulans and start being bothersome.
And we see Look Tom, he's shipping 6 Pumas. It's not so good.
I wonder if he's just gonna try to straight go and siege as much as he can, but you know, Butifle putting down a barracks, and looks like he's gonna probably let's see what he has in queue. Probably gonna start making some crossbow to counter that. Yeah, maybe even some DOPS, because they do really good splash damage. But yeah, he's just being so bothersome. Gonna lose a Vil there.
Yeah, it's the second Vil, and I'm not a big fan that he's just going and try to siege TP. And it's have 48 HP, it's like nothing. And he just came with like 6 crossbows. Oh, there was still 1 Puma I didn't see. And I would have liked him more to stay in base with some Pumas, because Butifle was forcing him for so long, have idle time. This is not good.
Right. I mean, he's forced so often to go into his base, and even he even has 2 Ulan's raiding at this forward war hut, and with just Pumas, he's just being run all over the map, and he's not really able to contest it in any way. But you know, and look at this, more crossbow coming out from Butifle. So if Butifle can get a decent amount of crossbow out, I don't. These are gonna be caught.
Yeah.
Ouch. He's gonna lose like 3 Ulan there. That was not a good trade for him at all. But at the same time. 9 Mace Holton are coming out, so the composition for the Aztec player is getting a little bit better.
I need to say we have 2 minutes delay, and the chat was already like now at this point saying GG because Luke was losing everything.
Yeah,
Makes me a bit laugh.
Look at this. More Ulans and DOPS are being trained from the German player, and he's done such a good job walling in his base that the Aztec player really can't do anything.
Nah, he can't
along with
him.
the Minutemen that have popped out. Yeah, the Aztec player is, I mean, the economic population is 32 to 19. It's by no means even in any way, and he's going to recover his war chief, but I don't know. The Ulans are out, and I'm guessing, did he make Doppelsodners? He had them in queue. He must have, maybe he canceled them. But yeah, it looks like more Puma are coming out and more Mace Holton.
Yeah, he should have.
I don't know these.
Not
with
so
this many crossbow. Oh,
Pumas.
he did. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
He should not have made so many Pumas. It's just too much. I played one game in tournament and I made also too many Pumas, and then you just lose because what you will do against crossbows.
Yeah, and he also has 6 Dops out now, which will do some really good splash damage to these Puma. The Puma are getting in on the crossbow, but they just don't do the kind of damage that they need.
Yeah, and there we have more Ulans coming.
Yeah, and the Mace Holton are just going to get cleaned up. And these Puma's insanely good against cavalry, right? And they're so good at sieging buildings. But against crossbows and Minutemen and Dops, they're hardly what you would like. And yeah, another Aztec army going to get cleaned up. And ouch.
There
and
we
that's
have the GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, Butifle has taken the second chance finals.
Congratulations to Butifle, and well played by Luke Tom.
Yes, he took that 4-2. Wow, that was a good game to end it. That was a nice job by Butifle to clean up that army and just recognize what Luke Tom was doing and get out the correct composition. It was so important. And I think when he lost those initial 10 Mace Holton, it was
he hit the same amount of units and he just missed micros so hard, and he had the wrong composition, too many Pumas. Right.
Yeah, and they were just able to clean up.
Yeah.
But that is the second chance finals, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Butifle
taken by Butifle, 4-2.
So, congratulations to Butifle and well played to Luke Tom. And yeah, I think that's it, right?
I believe that's it. Yeah, thank you guys for all coming out. All of you guys who watched the stream, put up with some of the technical difficulties we had. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I hope it was a good series. It went to 6 games, so it was pretty entertaining.
Yes, thanks for watching, and thanks for co-casting with me to Dror.
Oh, well, it's always my pleasure.
And yeah, I wish everyone a nice rest day or whatever.
All right, we'll see you guys later.